Dolphins 2025 campaign has begun with a 24-24 tie with the Chicago Bears. I am Dan Day with my cousin Vladimir Louison. This is Game Day Uncensored, an abbreviated version. We're just going an hour today. I could go on for like 4 hours. I'm so stoked up about this game. I like that the Dolphins brought the fight to the Bears. They didn't know that joint practice was going to be so physical, and today they said, all right, let's go. I thought they were the more physical team, as much as you can be in the first game of the season when it comes to preseason. But nonetheless, they went out there and they got after it. And I'm excited now. As excited as you can be.
Well, seasons begin. I mean, preseason, but season begins. I mean, you saw your starters, you saw your man did one series.
I liked it.
I like HN running. One of our listeners on YouTube and Twitch he did like the fact that they were running inside between the tackles. I did appreciate seeing that. There was a good run in the middle.
And your rookies looked like rookies.
Rookies are supposed to look like rookies.
Jonah Savianaya, he on some plays was good, some plays not so good. Kenneth Grant, some plays he was dominant, some plays he didn't exist. But that's rookies.
I don't mind that. I just don't want them looking like the moments too big for them, too big, or they're not ready. That's what it is. They're young. You're going against wily vets who are going to pull.
You're right, Vlad.
Every move that they've learned,
that they've had it done to them,
that was done to them, that was passed on to them. They're going to do that. You're going to have offensive linemen. He's going to go against left guards. He's going to go against centers that are going to pull every trick in the book, and he's going to be baffled many times. And then his youth and enthusiasm and his talent is going to be, and then them guys are going to be like, whoa, he's a problem.
What you want from your rookies is flashes right now. Even Chop Robinson last year. Look, his second half of the season was night and day from his first half of the season because he started figuring things out. So as long as you're seeing flashes of Jonah Savianaya looking decent at points and Kenneth Grant looking decent at points, that's what you want because they're going to start figuring it out. They're showing you they have the ability. Real quick, the Game Day Uncensored postgame show is brought to you by Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Get offers on select models now through September 2nd. Learn more at Lexus.com by Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Shop over 22 acres of Cadillacs built for luxury and performance at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. Start your game-winning drive today at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And by JM Lexus. JM Lexus has the best team in the business. A 4.8 Google rating, over 22,000 reviews, and counting. JM Lexus, West Sample Road, Moorgate. That now brings us to our offensive player of the game, which is sponsored by Ed Morris Sawgrass Auto Mall. So, offensive player of the game, sponsored by Ed Morris Sawgrass Auto Mall. Vlad, your choice.
OG the second.
Okay.
Ollie Gordon the second.
Why are you going with him?
Just great run. He's got a rush for a touchdown, and he also had a reception for 39 yards. So if I'm going by him, total yards, he gave you 72 total yards. 8 carries, 33 yards. His longest run was 21 yards, but he got a touchdown. And 3 targets were thrown his way, and he caught one for 39 yards. So if he's going to give you total yards like that, if you have another version of a Devon Achane, which means you can they might be made some formations where both players are on the field and you don't know what's going to happen, because if he's showing you the skill of catching the ball out the backfield and also showing he can run between the tackles, that is an added weapon for Mike McDaniel to use.
I'm going to go with Jalen Wright because it looks like he's, at least in the first game, looking like he's stepped it up to the next level. It is his sophomore year. He had that big physical 7-yard run to get us up 14-7 with about 1:45 left in the second quarter. I just like the fact that Jalen Wright looked a little more comfortable in his zone and doing what he did. He ended up, nobody had huge stats today, but nonetheless, Jalen Wright, 9 carries, most carries on the team, 16 yards, 1 touchdown. Oh, no, 2-yard average. That's okay. But for the most part, I'll go with Jalen Wright just because it looks like he has progressed.
I also like one thing I say, there's going to be a great battle for wide receiver number 3.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah, there's going to be a good, because I think Taj Washington, and
Malik Washington too.
Malik Washington, Taj Washington, and Nick Westbrook-Ikhine.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have a good time battling for wide receiver number 3.
Westbrook-Ikhine is a pro's pro, though. So
he is a pro's pro, but you saw things with Malik last season, and Taj gave you 3 catches, 53 yards, got a long catch of 34 yards.
And he seemed to get some separation.
Right. 4 targets,
like that.
3 receptions, 53.
I like the separation that Taj Washington was getting. And I don't care if you're doing it against second or third.
You got to just show me something okay.
There's a guys that weren't getting separation in this game.
So if you're not getting separation against these guys, then you're not going to make it. But if you're showing me, all right, now maybe let's step you up another level.
I like it.
See what you can do against the second stringers or the first stringers. And if you do that, get separation, make catches, you have a spot on this roster.
Hey, I'll tell you, there was a guy out of Mississippi Valley State that, coming out of college, a lot of people said, what does he have that's special about him? He got separation. He wasn't the fastest guy. He wasn't the biggest guy in the world, but he ended up being Jerry Rice. So some guys just have it. Maybe Taj Washington's one of those guys.
We're not saying Taj Washington's Jerry Rice.
I'm saying maybe he's one of those guys that has it.
Okay.
He seemed to have it a little bit today. Let's get to our player of the game, sponsored by JM Lexus. Lexus has the best team in the business, a 4.8 Google rating with over 22,000 reviews and counting. JM Lexus, West Sample Road, Margate. Vlad, who is your player of the game?
I'm going to go defense. KJ Britt.
Okay. Yeah, he was all the linebackers look great today, by the way.
All over the place.
First of all, I know I'm saying that, but the linebackers look good today.
KJ Britt was my player of the game. 6 tackles, 3 solo. He was all over the place. Like I just remember seeing number 3. I was like, damn, who's number 3? I was like, I know it ain't Odell, because that's what I'm saying. No, it's not. No, it's not Odell from offensive last year.
No.
KJ Britt was all over the place. To me, him and Ollie Gordon were the 2 players that stood out for me. So if Ollie's my offensive player, I'm going to go KJ Britt as my player of the game.
And I'm going to go with my JM Lexus player of the game with number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He goes out there, doesn't have to play, doesn't have anything to prove. Nothing really positive from his performance could come except him being the leader of this team and saying, I played a series. I'm going to go out there. They punched us in the mouth the other day after 3 interceptions. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go 5 for 6. I know it's just 27 yards. I'm going to drive us 15 plays down the field. I'm going to set a tone. And this is what this Dolphins team is doing. They realize that they might not be as quote unquote talented on paper as they were last year. So they're going to have to make up for it by the attitude and the leadership that they have. And if your leader's going out there in game number 1, and I know it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, he wasn't going to hold on to the ball very long, but he is setting a tone. And that's what good teams and organizations do. Vlad, if you've ever been a part of a good team, your practices are crazy. Nobody takes a day off. Nobody rests. We used to have open gym where on Sundays we just played for 2 hours. It was as intense as anything, and we were playing for nothing. That's what good teams do. That's what good organizations do. I got to give it to Tagovailoa because he's not just talking the talk this year. He's walking the walk, and I feel as though that's what we're going to need if we're going to try to make a run this year to get into the playoffs and possibly win a playoff game. So symbolic as it was, he was out there leading this team. 5 for 6, 27 yards. I would have liked him to punch it in, but what else can you do? I just like the fact that Tua Tagovailoa finally looks like he is ready to truly be the leader of this team. I think in the past, a lot of posturing on this team. We're going to be dogs this year, and I'm the leader of this team. Now I think Tua's kind of like, this is year number 7. Like, I'm leading this team.
Is he year 7?
6 years, man. 6 years in the game. Well, this is his 6th year. I'm sorry.
Okay,
in 2020.
I was about to say, like, if this is your
this is his 6th year.
Okay.
Well, he was,
but still, nonetheless, it's his franchise.
He does seem a little bit more like, okay,
it's my franchise.
This is me now. It's on me.
This is my franchise.
No more excuses. No more Brian Flores messed me up. This is me. You have no more excuses. You're out of excuses.
All the praise goes to the quarterback.
And
all the criticism will go to the quarterback.
Our first caller said he's over-criticized. I understand that. It's not all on him that we lose in cold weather and to playoff teams. But at the same time, you're the highest paid player. You're supposed to be the best player on this team. You're going to have to take some of that. That's part of the gig. And if you don't think it is, maybe you're in the wrong business. And I think Tua's realized that. Now, no more Brian Flores messed with me. No more of this.
And the Flores situation was a long time ago.
It's now,
it stopped.
Now.
Man up.
No more. Tua, we like you, though. Let's keep it going. Now to get to the drive of the game, sponsored by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
That's easy.
Get offers on select models now through September 2nd. Learn more at Lexus.com.
What's your drive of the day?
I'm going to go with that second touchdown. Right before the half. It was a couple of minute 45 before the second half. You get that big Jalen right run. You're being a little more physical. You're getting in there. That's your guy right there. Zach, not your guy, but Zach Wilson kind of led it. He did convert on some passes. At points, he actually looked poised. That's when he looks okay. And then later on, he kind of did not look so okay, but he actually kind of looked okay. His pocket was a little crazy, but that's my drive of the game. I thought that was by far the most complete drive of the game.
I would think the second or the third touchdowns would have been the drive of the games. I have no problem with you with saying that. I also like the touchdown run that Ollie Gordon had. I thought it was good passes, but Ewer led them down. But it was just all run. Most of that drive was all running, and that was the thing. That was the attitude, the tone setter, the tone set. They just ran the ball in that drive, bro. At the end of the third, it was.
For so long, Vlad, we've heard the team talk the talk, but not walk the walk. It seems like now they've gotten the message. It's time to start walking the walk. And it's one game, but
I don't know. I just like that they said what they wanted to do,
and they actually did it.
And they stayed
committed to
it all 60 minutes.
I understand.
That it usually happens, and then somewhere in the second half of the year, they deter from their game plan.
And that could still happen.
It still could happen, but at least you saw from preseason game 1 what the message was all preseason, all training camp. They went to Chicago. We heard during the joint practice on Friday, it was a physical joint practice, and they didn't look soft. They did not look soft in this game. They did not.
Kelly told us it was a little dirty by the Bears.
It might have been dirty, but guess what? Sometimes with the Dolphins, because teams know the reputation of Dolphins is that they're a finesse team. So if they're a finesse team and you could do dirty tactics on them, they might crumble. They might lose their control. And they didn't do that today.
Just got a text. Ollie Gordon's a beast. Zach Wilson's trash.
No, I mean, I swear to you, Zach Wilson was not the quarterback of the New York Jets. If he was a quarterback of another team,
one of the more exciting points of today, Vlad, and you brought it up, was Ollie Gordon the second. He did not look like the stage was too big for him.
OG the second.
Could be a real one.